verdad, chiste fue el día de tu nacimiento y verte.
Hello everybody, my name is Denise Hernandez and the topic of this video is internal and external factors in translation and interpretation. The name of the class is Oral Interpretation and our group is 675 and my team is composed by Alejandra Ribes, Esteban de Santiago, Alondra Bonilla. Well, a translator have a lot of characteristics. For example, passion for the languages. And what is a passion for the languages? And is the ability to understand the spoken words so they can convey their meanings and accurate messages. For example, a good interpreter or translator should be passionate about their job, their profession, and they should use all their efforts and means of interpretation skills and techniques in delivering their skill. An example to what not to do in the interpretation process is that if you don't like to that language, don't stay there. And you have to love what you are doing, what you're learning. You have to love that language, and it's all from my part. Thank you.
For languages. A good example of this is when you fall in love with the language you want to learn. A bad example of this, it could be when you have to study the language because you don't have another option. And the ability to understand the spoken words so they can convey their meaning and the accurate message. An example of this, it could be when you talk really slow and try to speak very well the words when you try to speak it. A bad example of this, it could be when you talk really fast to the other people don't understand what you're talking about.
Good idea. Show emotional strength and flexibility. For example, showing confidence to the speaker that you're talking to. Bad idea. Show a non-confident attitude. For example, not being sure about what are you saying and not giving the confidence to the person who's listening. Good idea. Ability to cope with stress and to have self-control when dealing with difficult speakers. Bad idea. To give up at the minimum sign of stress and not being able to handle a difficult speaker.
Ability to communication with people from a background or culture. Community and culture appropriate wide, so they were working to understand and accept your first cultural. For example, prepare for an education and have good dialogue, good always sign up. Have vocabulary, language, and learn vocabulary help develop other language skills. When you have with their vocabulary in your target language, it also helps support all for language skill, reading, read, listening, and speak.
The ability to accept all the forms of criticism. This ability is when you have to listen all the forms of criticism. A good idea is only listen the critics. And a bad idea is taking personal the criticism. Okay. Time management skills. This ability is when you have brain timers to be more effective in your job. A good idea is to start to having an experience. And a bad idea is not having